Hello, Leo, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I am your soul guidance coach who helps you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive spiritual message for you today. Let's get started. Temperance, the card for you. All right, this is your energy this week. Lovely energy. The feeling of blending, the feeling of going with the flow. And I feel like there is also an energy of mediation here where you're in a situation of engendering compromise or keeping the peace or bringing perhaps two factions which had been kind of like this together. I do feel like for some this is the outside world, for some this is the inside world. So what you think you want versus what you actually want, or what you feel you need to do versus what you're doing. It seems like this week, Leo, a lot of your actions are coming out of this balanced place, are coming out of this place that's not fighting itself, that's just in harmony with what it wants to do. And there's an effortless flow that can come out of this energy, which I'm very excited about for you. All right, let's look at energy that's also beneficial for you, Father of Roots. Okay. So one level, we're talking about financial gain or some kind of material improvement, meaning it could be health, it could be a change in circumstance, a promotion. But on a more esoteric level, we're also looking at you're receiving something to be very appreciative of. This is like a present from the universe or some kind of just something very lovely and beneficial to have. It gives you a reason to appreciate life. Now, I would love you to remember these two cards and these two energies, because when you stay in this place of flow, in this place of congruence and harmony within yourself, the effect that it has on what the universe brings to you is very significant, okay? This Father of Roots, it just brings you situations to be happy about. It doesn't make you happy itself, but it brings you things to be happy about. And what happens is when you're happy about them, or you appreciate them, or you feel content about them, then the universe keeps bringing you more and more and more of that. It seems like the key for you is just not fighting yourself. When you do what you know you're supposed to be doing, then you open up this flow, and then the universe brings you these tangible validations that you're in the right flow. Okay, let's look at energy that challenges you. Okay, different kind of flow, Son of Horns. So be careful of this, Leo. This is sabotage energy. This is addictions. This is everything we know that we shouldn't be doing that we do. Okay? If you slip and you go back to these places, whether it's self-sabotaging thoughts, whether it's self-sabotaging choices, like what you're putting in your body, I'm guilty of this next one, staying up too late, so my energy's weird the next day. Things like that. All right? Okay, and I just wanted to check, this energy is referring to choices that you make rather than an outside person. Okay. The interesting contrast between these two is that this Son of Horns is trying to fulfill himself, trying to feel whole and complete from the outside in. That's where addictions come from. You know, there's a feeling of emptiness or disconnect or something you're trying to escape from on the inside. And the easiest thing to do is reach for something outside of you. Whether it's sugar on up to different substances or different kinds of sabotage, that's what we're trying to do. And the problem is the more you grab, it feels good for a moment, but then it feels even worse when you let go. And, you know, I may be standing on my own soapbox, but for me, giving up sugar was one of the most life-changing things I've done. And since then I have incorporated little bits in, because you can't give up chocolate for life. That's just not possible. But what it did teach me is that how we can sabotage our energy in ways that we're not even aware of. Okay? So Leo, if you feel yourself coming off of this temperance space, and what the temperance space feels to me, it feels like this patient, calm movement. So when you're doing things, is it coming from that patient, calm place? It feels very grounded. It also feels settled. It feels focused, but it really feels, it feels peaceful more than it feels like fired up and ready to go. It feels very peaceful. So when you find yourself being pulled off of that energy, when you start to feel your heart going, or you start to like, oh, I need to do this, or I need to do, you feel that adrenaline start to kick in, just know that you're then disconnecting from this powerful channel up to your manifestation, up to the universe. When you pull off of there, you're gonna lose this connection. All right, let's get a little bit more curious. The Hermit and the Empress. All right, so Leo, this is encouraging you to spend even a little more time in self-reflection by yourself, okay? To enter stages like journaling or meditation, walks in the woods, those kind of things, getting very clear about what your inner guidance is saying to you. Because when you're very clear about that, you see how he's looking back at the Empress? You've got this extra abundance channel opening up for you. I thought it was just, I thought this was good enough, but no, Leo, there's more abundance there for you. There's more flow available for you. And then there is more, it's kind of like you tap into this sustaining abundance rather than just like these one-offs. You actually tap into this stream that is constant and steady and consistent with you. But what it takes is really tuning into yourself and getting the sustenance from the inside, never reaching outside, but listening inside. For those of you that like to kind of read a lot of things or look up a lot of things, listen to a lot of things, that's good. But at some point, you have to go inside and really say, okay, do these resonate with me? Does this talk to me? Does that feel right for me right now? Maybe this is an idea for later. And what that will do is it kind of, it empowers this process. When you're finally at harmony with what you know you want to do, what you know you ought to do, and then you're actually doing it, then it really, it galvanizes everything that's coming to you. It catalyzes and it also speeds up. But more than speeding up, it's deepening your connection to everything you've been asking for. Okay, but it takes the alignment of thought and action, of soul and will, and the only way you get that is by listening to your own counsel. All right. I always feel that the true mark of spiritual teachers or spiritual paths are the ones that teach you to really trust yourself. Not about trusting the advice of others, or not about completely giving over to what they have to say, but you really want to look for the people that can teach you to trust yourself. Because there is no one system that works for everyone. We're all different. We're all down here to do different things. And what a spiritual teacher ought to be doing for you is helping you clarify what your inner guidance is saying, not telling you you have to look outside into their system, but really helping you clarify what's already inside. All right, Leo, thank you so much for joining me for that moment of soul guidance. I will look forward to seeing you next time right here. Have a good one.